Hi everybody, I'm here today to show you my favorite jackets. This is my newest jacket from Tessuti fabrics called the Sydney Jacket. I'm going to show you my favorite boiled wool patterns. There's some big four and some indie patterns that I know you're going to love, and I'm going to take you through my favorite Tessuti jackets that I have just worn out this season already. Now, just a little reminder before we get going, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider doing that. Just hit the subscribe button and the little notification bell, and you will be alerted to any new episodes coming out. Here in Melbourne, we are in that really chilly, windy part of the season. We've got a little bit of sunshine this morning, but it has been quite cold lately. And I know if you're like me, I like comfort. I like things that are easy to throw together, easy to make. So if you're considering your autumn winter wardrobe, especially in the Northern Hemisphere, don't look past Tessuti jackets. They have such a huge range of jackets on their website. So many patterns. I've already made 3 of them. I have got more in plans to make as well. This is the Sydney jacket. I'll show you some video of this lovely Sydney jacket I've made in some boiled wool from Darn Cheap Fabrics. I call it classic cozy chic. It has that lovely flowy drapey effect, but it's still got that cozy jackety feel. I also love things that are unlined and that are really easy to make and that don't fray. So there's a lot less work than making a fully lined jacket, but you get that kind of a classy feel as well. The Sydney jacket comes in extra small to extra large. I made the medium. As you can see from the video footage, it's really generous. I think I could definitely go down to a small, no problems at all, and I'm a size 14 to 16. So it just goes to show you how much room there is in them. Now, this fabric I got from Darn Cheap Fabrics here in Melbourne. They do have online ordering, and there are plenty of colours to choose from. There's some beautiful bright colours. It's quite a thin boiled wool. It's not overly thick, and you'll know from a previous episode from my Brooklyn jacket I actually made from Tessuti boiled wool, which was a lot more thicker and spongier, and I'll get into a little bit of the facts behind boiled wool if you're interested in learning about that too later on in the episode. It's classed as an intermediate to advanced make. I would say it would be more of an intermediate. I didn't find anything too challenging. I just think there's quite a lot of design features in this that it looks quite simple just to glance at, but when you look at the construction of it, it's actually constructed quite differently to what I imagine it would be. And there's quite a lot of stitch work, quite a lot of detail in the pocket. It's got beautiful deep set pockets and has got that lovely raglan-y style shoulder, which I'm a really huge fan of as well. It also can be made in ponte, so I think those sort of things are fantastic when you get that versatile kind of fabric choices you can use. You can really start discovering what will work well back into your wardrobe. Like I think a ponte in black in this would be just brilliant. I love a bright boiled wool jacket to throw on over a black outfit. There's a few bees around here, so just if I see one, if you see me get distracted, I'll let them do their work. You can see we've got spring flowers already blooming, so it's a little bit early in the season, but we're going to welcome that because we've got a few more weeks of winter here to go in Australia, and we are really looking forward to spring coming. I think the second week of September we will be out of lockdown, so we're really looking forward to that spring coming along and change of seasons. It's great. So I made this in 1.9 meters over 150 width boiled wool. It's plenty of fabric. As I say, it's past my knee, and I love that waterfall drape at the front of it as well. So very, very interesting construction. Very lovely to wear as well. I just love Tessuti jackets, and I'm going to show you a couple of my other ones as well. Now, the Berlin, you may remember an episode I did on this. I bought this beautiful teal colour boiled wool from Fabric Deluxe here in Melbourne. Love this pattern as well. They've just released this in the plus size range as well, so it goes up to a size 16 to 22 in the other variation, and the other size range is an 8 to an 18 from memory. Very generous jacket. Cut a lot off the length of this, as you may remember, especially the sleeve, so I recommend don't do the cuff till you test out your length of your sleeve. I probably cut about 20 centimeters off my sleeve, and also off the length as well. You can have it the full length, or you can really customize it to whatever length you feel comfortable wearing. So that's the Berlin. That's a really popular jacket. Quite a lot of people have made that one up and been very happy with the style of it. So a bit more of a casual style jacket. It's sort of almost like a coatigan. So I'm going to take you through a few patterns that I think are going to work really well for boil wool for you to try as well. The Brooklyn, you may remember Tessuti gifted me this beautiful fabric from their range, which is the Bosco or Bolito Bosco colour, gorgeous colour, bottle green boil wool. It is probably the best quality boil wool of the lot. I think it's the softest and the warmest, and I'll take you through what they do to make the boil wool to make it soft and cozy when I get into the fabric later on. But the Brooklyn is just a gorgeous jacket. I think it comes in a petite size, so extra small up to an extra large. Now I made the small to medium. It is huge. I really probably could go down to the extra small, but I think small to medium, I'll stick with that. I had a lot of people asking about sizes, so really if you're interested in sizes and you're not sure how to make it, get a jacket out of your wardrobe that you know you feel comfortable with and line it up against the pattern pieces just to doubly make sure that you're not making it 10 sizes too big, because you don't want to waste any fabric. You want to make sure that you use exactly what you need. I love the Brooklyn. This is one of my absolute favorites. I have worn this so much already. I love the fact that it's casual yet dressy. I love the pocket, the sort of half moon shaped pockets. And you'll see all the boil wool does not need to be finished on the edges. It's actually made that it doesn't fray. So that's the beauty of boil wool, is that it doesn't fray. You don't need to overlock. You don't need to hem any of the edges. What you must make sure that when you cut it, you do a nice neat job, because you are going to see all of the cut edges, and you are also going to see all of your seams that you've done too. So if you see here on the shoulder seams, for example, the stitching line is actually what you're going to see. So they look the same on the inside as the outside. The only difference is your internal seams on your sides is where you join them together. So yeah, loving boil wool at the moment. Now I also love the look of Tessuti has a Verona jacket, so more of a crop style jacket with a little collar that's gorgeous as well, and a beautiful full length Florence jacket, which is a long rounded neck, has the beautiful princess seams. I just think that's stunning as well. So I really love to make my way through all of the Tessuti jackets because of the beauty, the ease of sewing them. They don't need lining. You just need to find yourself a good boiled wool to start with. Now here in Australia, if you're after boiled wool and you're having a few problems finding that, I'll link a few of the websites that do sell them. The ones that come to mind, of course, being Tessuti, Fabric Deluxe here in Melbourne, May Design, which is online as well, have some beautiful boil wools left as well there. Potter & Co over in Western Australia do stock a few felted boil wool, and Darn Cheap Fabrics, which is where I got this beautiful paprika colour, which I love, with a sort of with black that sort of pops out. It's a really versatile colour as well. You can wear them with, I think it looks lovely with denim, even a cream colour with the denim, and this work beautifully. Even like powder blue looks gorgeous with this color as well. So you can actually do quite a lot. And I've also seen it laid over an eggplant or aubergine color purple. That looks stunning as well. You wouldn't necessarily think of putting those colors together, but they really do work quite well. Now, if you're over in the UK, they do. There's quite a few websites that do stock boil wool. There are Minerva Crafts do stock boil wool on their website. There's Croft Mill in the UK, as well as Dragonfly Fabrics. I think they do stock quite a bit of boil wool. In Canada, I know Blackbird Fabrics also have some on their website as well as Fabricville. Yeah, you can find boil wools in a lot of those online stores. Yeah, and if you're getting ready, for say for autumn winter, if you're sewing a season ahead, it's a great time to be. I think a lot of these are on sale over in the northern hemisphere because of course you guys are in the middle of summer. That's a great time to pick up a sale heavier fabrics like boil wool and coatings as well. As far as looking after the care of your boil wool, you can actually hand wash them in a wool detergent. I prefer not to wash mine unless of course I get them really dirty, which that doesn't really happen with most of the time coats. You really don't need to wash them unless you spill spill something on them. And yeah, if you need to hand wash it, you can do that. I prefer to just hang mine and let it air out, or if you're having a shower, let it hang in the bathroom just to let the steam kind of air it out as well that way. But I think really you really need to look at caring for your wool a bit differently to other garments. So if you are going to have to hand wash it, make sure that you hand wash it in an approved wool detergent and dry it flat, or also instead of wringing it out, you want to make sure that you roll it in a towel. And even if you roll it in the towel and you step on it to get the excess water out, press it out of it and then dry it flat. So you don't want to be wringing, you don't want to be spinning it as well. So really try and care for your wool to get a long life out of it. The origins of boiled wool goes right back to the Middle Ages. A lot of South American countries used it for clothing as well back then. Now, boiled wool is actually made by getting a soapy alkaline solution. They actually disperse the wool into it, and then it's actually a knitted fabric as well. So boiled wool has got a slight knit weave to it as well, and it has got the warp and weft weave, which is different to felted wool, because felted wool does not have a warp and weft as it's not woven. And then the wool is mechanically pressed as to kind of lock the wool fiber, and that way it actually traps in a lot of the air bubbles, so it makes it warm. It makes it also breathable to wear, and also slightly makes it waterproof, so you can shake it off and you'll see that the insulative purposes of it works fantastic. It's beautiful to wear. It's snuggly and cozy, and the better quality boiled wool that you buy, you will find it's warmer and softer. So a lot of the cheaper quality boiled wools may be a little bit scratchier, but I have not found one yet that I haven't been able to wear near my skin. I get a little bit allergic to anything too prickly. I'm one of those people that can't really wear pure wool things close to my skin. If I have like Angora, those kinds of things, I get a little bit sensitive and a bit itchy. The boiled wool, I don't have that problem at all. I think it's soft enough that it doesn't irritate my skin. So you really don't need to line it. It really is a personal preference. If you wanted to line it, you can do that. I'm going to let you know a few more boiled wool jackets that I've found that look really lovely to make. The first being from Sew to Grow is the Alston jacket. The same principle, has that lovely unfinished edge collar, that waterfall effect, and that looks beautiful as well. The next jacket I've found is the Mallee jacket from Mooner and Broad, and then Mooner and Broad is a plus size pattern company. Got some gorgeous patterns that I'm actually really interested to make myself, but they do start at around about a size 14 and go up to about a size 38, I think, from memory. That's sort of done in a different size range. It's done in like letters, so I have to really go and look at the measurements to see exactly what size range they go up to, but I do know they start at around about a size 14, so I'm really interested to make a lot of their patterns. I just think that they're doing fantastic things for plus size sewing, and also really they have got a gorgeous sort of a chic aesthetic to their patterns, very modern looking, and they've done a program on, or they've done a podcast on Love to Sew just recently, and talked about the inspiration behind a lot of their patterns. They do have a lot of pants patterns as well, which I think a lot of plus size sewers are struggling to find great patterns and modern patterns for themselves, so especially with pants. Yeah, so very interested in the Mooner and Broad range. I would love to make the Mallee jacket. I think it's just a nice little crop jacket, and the unfinished edges is the boiled wool will be perfect as well. If you're wanting to do a line jacket, the Mallee jacket from Sewing Revival, I think it goes from a size 6 to a size 22. That's a beautiful either cropped or long line jacket. Again, another lined or unlined, you can do it in boiled wool. It looks gorgeous, and Sarah from Pattern Union has actually modelled that blazer on a beatnik style, almost sort of punk era box blazer style. Looks gorgeous in a check as well, but I think that would look perfect in a boiled wool. Getting quite windy out here, so I apologise for any of the wind. There's a lot of blossoms floating around, so it's almost snowing blossoms here. There's the Jessie Coatigan from Sew Over It, which is a beautiful relaxed style coatigan in a boiled wool, again, be perfect. And that comes in a size 8 to a size 20. Seamwork Jewel comes in extra small to 3 extra large. It's a lovely classic style jacket as well. Big 4 jackets I'm going to recommend for boiled wool would be Simplicity 8742, which looks beautiful. It's actually recommended to make in a boiled wool, a nice relaxed style, almost similar to the Berlin jacket. And the Butterick Lizette jacket 6244. That's another gorgeous waterfall style relaxed jacket that I've seen a lot of people blog about that and have great success making it in boiled wool too. Hopefully I can inspire you to really consider making something from boiled wool. To say natural fibre, it feels beautiful on the skin, it's breathable and warm, but it doesn't make me too hot. Now I'm getting towards that stage in life. I don't feel the cold as much as I used to, and I want something cozy and snuggly, but I don't don't want to be too hot, and I find that too many fully lined jackets don't do me any favors. They just get they're uncomfortable. They don't work well for my lifestyle. I don't have anywhere to wear formal style blazer jackets. So if I can find something that has that relaxed, knitted, comfortable feel with the look of those dressier style blazers, I am on a win-win. So really loving the jacket styles that I've mentioned here, and yeah, hopefully you will love them too. And if you can make something that's less work than having to do all those hems and all that lining, I think you're going to love them too. So thank you for joining me today. If you have liked this episode, please give it a thumbs up, and I will have plenty more episodes to bring you very shortly. Take care. Bye for now.